Welcome to Eden Stadium in Athens, Ohio. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Toledo Rockets and the Ohio Bobcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Toledo head coach before the game. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be.
Welcome to Eden Stadium in Athens, Ohio. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Toledo Rockets and the Ohio Bobcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. And the Bobcats ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. That one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Smith takes the handoff, weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Long way to go on second down. Sets his feet. It's Richter. Throws to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Rockets will call on their punt team. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Wants to throw one first. Finds his tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
They don't need a bunch on second down. He'll try to do it himself. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Ready? Blue 85. Blue 85. Bang, bang, bang.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Second down to the air. He lets it fly. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's talk for a second about Toledo. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited, and a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
The Rockets come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. In the red area, it's Smith. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They give it back to him. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Third and long coming up. Looking for a man. It's Richter. Makes a catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Toledo.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll try the counter.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Bowman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Out wide left, it's Hodges. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Trying to establish the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rockets offense looks primed and ready to launch on this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run the counter. He's past the sticks. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big to the 28-yard line. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let him run north-south and try to get him downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Richter. Right side, it's Crosby. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throwing right. It's caught. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads it left. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Left side is Pugh. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I love the job the quarterback does surveying the defense there. Great job pre-snap recognition, understanding the coverage. He goes to his curl route, gets the completion, and picks up the first.
Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, you can't throw it much better than that. You've got an in-breaking route coming from the right-hand side, and there wasn't a big window to squeeze that football into, but really nice job on the timing. He threw it at the perfect moment, puts it only where his guy can make the catch, and they get a big first down.
Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on 3rd down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Still looking to his right. Escapes trouble. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
They'll give it on the counter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Fires left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside, it's Smith. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Slings it downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Drops back on 1st down. Time to take a shot. He's got it way down the field. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 11 team, the Ole Miss Rebels.
And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26.
And it's Mississippi State looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon.
Rid of it on the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw one first. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Quarterback keep. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. 3rd down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Makes a deep grab.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the 3rd quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is on.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll run the counter. Swamped immediately.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Snags a quick pass on the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Bobcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 2nd down, going to throw it. Caught. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Pushes ahead. Oh, he's got some space. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Bobcats want to pick up the tempo.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind it.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Snapped it in the shotgun. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
The Bobcats are flying down the field. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Got his man. Oh, he got loose. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
This drive, this offense is really focused on physicality. They're running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They're all over it. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Bobcats Giants have it with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Sells the run, looking to pass. Out wide left, it's Crosby. Snags it, and there's running room. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. The give is to Smith. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking outside, it's long. They put the brakes on it.
Let's go. When you see snot bubbles coming out of the offensive player, you know it was a good lick. The Mike linebacker sits right in the middle of the field, ready to roll, ready to lay the hammer.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The play fake. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good...
Unloads it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Holds on, it's Bowman.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Keeping his eyes downfield. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, that is frustrating for a defense. You have to know, fourth down, this quarterback is going to be a threat to run the football. They got a little bit out of position. He makes them pay and gets a fresh set of downs.
Fresh set of downs going to the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense just gets their fourth sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the tight end. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. 1-possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Looking for a gap. It's long. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Richter. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the 3rd play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the...
And that ball is caught. One hand grab. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Nothing you can do about that. This quarterback saw the matchup he wanted, took a shot. It wasn't the perfectly thrown ball, but his guy went up and somehow snagged that with one hand.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They were all over it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Off play action. In traffic, it's Pugh. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Got his man. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Smith takes the handoff. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Looking to throw, it's Richter. Got his man. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Kick is in the air. Trying to take it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. He's changing the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. They're working that left side. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Drops back on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Caught. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Out wide right, it's Rosa.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Second and long here. Quick give. It's Rosa. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. The holder will find his spot at the 38-yard line. That means a 48-yarder and a chance to win it. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. The holder will find his spot at the 38-yard line. That means a 48-yarder and a chance to win it. He's got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the double.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us as the season